What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today we're checking out the Crash Test Dummies. It seems like it's or right? No? I don't know. When I see that, I think of like food, like So that's what I'm checking out for the first time today. I've never seen this video. I haven't heard this song. Crash Test Dummies. You remember those commercials? You could learn a lot from a dummy. Yeah, when I hear the name Crash Test Dummy, I'm like, ooh, it reminds me of those commercials, which were kind of dope now that they're no longer in the commercial world. Or I don't know. We don't have TVs. We don't watch cable. I don't know, you guys. Anyways, if you guys are here for a first-time reaction, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. 40!
All right, let me get this logo down and pull the video up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. If you want to check out my other channel, Pegasus versus the World. Over there, I've been doing some movie reactions, but over here is where we do all the music and the music reactions. If you want access to the reactions early, there's a link in the description to our membership. It gives you early access. I try to update it every day, and there's a big catalog of reactions that haven't been released yet, so you can have some fun in there. Regardless, thank you guys for your support. Huge shout out to all the members on the channel. Let's get this show on the road. Now, I am going to check this video out from the Crash Test Dummies official YouTube channel. You should go over there and watch this video without me. What I'm doing, this reaction, is not a substitute for the original content. I'm not redistributing the music, none of that. I'm going to make commentary. This is a reaction video, so it's important to go support the original content, and you can do that by streaming their music or going to their channel direct. Anyways, I forgot I have this on. My daughter, man, she got admitted into the hospital for a respiratory issue. My eldest, caramba. It doesn't stop when you have kids. However, she is doing good, and she's about to get released. That's why I still got this on, because I got to go pick up her and wifey in the next few hours. So why not listen to some music and soothe my soul as I wait to go pick them up. Anyways, let's see what's popping here, man. This is the Crash Test Dummies. All right, let's see what this is about. Let's see what this is about.
Once there was this kid who got into an accident and couldn't come to school, but when he finally came back, his hair had turned from black into bright white. He said that it was from when the cars had smashed his soul hard.
What is going on here? This young man's voice. A distinguished gentleman he is. Bro, his voice is so unique and distinct. It's just, it's like, I'm like, what? The story, I don't know. I don't understand this. It sounds like he's speaking in parables. He might not be. A boy gets in a car wreck, comes back, and his hair has gone from black to like a lighter shade or like a white. And he says it's because of the car crash. That's what I heard in those lyrics. It was pretty straightforward. Felt like a parable, though. Maybe it was just a real life story of someone who, you know how like some people get stressed out. One of my friends, this happened to one of my good friends, and patches of hair just started falling out of his scalp, and it just looked crazy. And I thought he had something, and I was like, what's going on, bro? You good? He's like, it's just stress. My hair's just falling out because of stress. No other reason. I was like, damn. Anyways, I don't understand. I felt like maybe his hair changing to white symbolized something happened in the car crash, meaning the car crash could have been, more something deeper, but maybe not. Maybe brother man got in a car wreck and just, his life changed. Like he saw something, kind of like my homie who just, I don't even remember what he said he was stressed about. It wasn't like anything. Anyways, I'm rambling now. Yo, this dude's voice is remarkable. This dude could talk to anyone. Hey, yo. Anyways, he's fire. Okay, we checking out the Crash Test Dummies. Let's go. Oh, and it's not It's How does he do? See, that's the end of my throat. Pause. No Diddy times infinity. See, he can go further than that, but that's the end of my throat, homie.
Once there was this girl who wouldn't go and change with the girls in the change room, and when they finally made her, they saw birthmarks all over her body. She couldn't quite explain it, they'd always just been there.
Okay, let's get into multiple things here. I like the simplicity of the production and the music here and how it lets his voice really just shine. But the question is, what kind of album does this group make? This song is so like perplexingly distinct and like right in this very specific place. I can't imagine them making any other songs other than this one. I am so curious on what an album sounds like. What do they have other big hits? Like it's just like, and the more I hear this, it's like familiar. It's like this is massively catchy, dog. This is hella catchy. Anyways, that second verse, insecurity, self-confidence. This girl was insecure about changing in the change room with other girls because she had a bunch of birthmarks. And that would make her feel vulnerable or insecure about her body. And, I think at the end he was saying the girls got meaner, which people do hold your flaws against you. You have to really be able to embrace yourself and your flaws. It just is what it is. I have a crooked spine and skinny ankles, legs, chicken legs. It is what it is. I got a hairy, I'm going bald. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is, If I go beat myself up over things that I can't control, that's not going to serve me or anyone else, You got to do what you got to do. But I do remember being at an age, this reminds me of the age of teenage years, going to school. And I remember sometimes I'd have like acne breakouts. I wouldn't even go to school because I was just so embarrassed. I couldn't look people in their eyes because I just had that type of personality back then where I was just so insecure about, everyone's just going to look at these red dots on my forehead. And it's just like, not a big deal. Everyone has pimples in high school. You know what I'm saying? But I was one of those people. So I understand this, like at the severity of that verse, the depth of it. I remember, man, I would just, bro, I'm not even going to get into that, but it was kind of funny how you grow out of things and certain things the way you feel. But anyways, I like this song, man. There's more to it than just, there's some depth here, some conceptual depth, it seems like. The first verse still kind of felt more like a parable because I'm like, anyways, maybe I'm just taking it too literal. The kid's hair turning white.
Girl and boy were glad. There's one kid that it worse than that.
Hold on, I want to go back there.
But both girl and boy were glad. There's one kid that it worse than that. 'Cause there was this boy whose parents made him come directly home right after school. And when they went to their church, they shook and lurched all over the church floor. He couldn't quite explain it, they'd always just gone there.
They're hitting it like a choir at the end. Yo, this song is low-key a bop. This song is low-key a bop. We're going to talk about that third verse, though. We're going to get into that third verse. We're going to talk about it. So the third verse, man, you know, it's interesting to me when I hear stuff like that. The third verse, religion, spirituality, religion, all these things have a place in society just as the arts do, right? We're listening to the arts, we're listening to music. And ironically, musicians wield the same type of power as a preacher and all these different things. And what I would just argue for people is a lot of times we'll put the human behavior in front of the idea, which is the incorrect way to do it, right? The idea of God and something greater than yourself and the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do to you, and all these good things that are great for us just get thrown out with the bathwater, because of human behaviors, right? Oh, the Crusades did this. Oh, the Christians did this. Oh, the Muslims did this. Oh, the Buddhists did this. Oh, the Catholic priest did this. So we're throwing out all these ideas that can help humans and society and help certain things because of human behavior that was installed within this concept. So I always try to separate the two, and that takes discernment, and I wouldn't have gotten discernment without time and lived experience. So, you know, I don't know. They're kind of throwing shade. This little kid is, in a religious family, and they're making it look like it's this, bad thing. And I think it can go either way, right? You could be a kid to a rock star and that be a bad family. You could be a kid to whatever, So maybe these are like real life circumstances or things that actually happened. I'm not casting judgment. I would just, I just kind of saw the angle that was taken there. And I always feel like that's like the normal angle for musicians to take for religion. It's like it kind of gets cliche to me and overdone. It's always like, oh, religion bad. The religious people are kooky and crazy. And again, that's coming from someone who's a Christian. I try not to be kooky and crazy, but I understand where we get these tags from. But it's just, I'm just trying to be more lighthearted in general from both sides, right? It doesn't have to be like these crazy right wingers, these crazy left wingers, So anyways, I'm not saying he was painting that. He was painting a solid picture. I decided to get hung up on it and talk about it a little bit. That's me. I'm taking accountability for that. It was a good story. And I was that religious kid. Y'all want to know my story in a quick blurb? Parents super religious. This is why I react to music, because I grew up only listening to, like, my parents played Motown, stuff like the OJs, but then just gospel and Christian music for the most part, right? Little stuff slips in through the radio here and there, but they never, I don't even know if my parents owned a rock album, right? Anyways, I get in my teenage years. Some of my friends, I wouldn't blame them. I steer from the faith. Yeah. I go through life, live some experiences, come back to my roots, back to my faith. Cool. There you have it. I was that kid in that very religious household. The church is kind of wild. People speaking in tongues. I went to Pentecostal churches, evangelical churches, Baptist churches, Catholic. I got baptized in the Catholic. You see what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. I understand what was being conveyed there. I just went off the roof, but I just wanted to speak my piece. Shots fired. Crash Test Dummies fired shots at your boy. I'm playing. This was a really good song. I felt like it was well written. I just don't know how they got away with going and made this banger. Banger, dog. I F with this song. Anyways, it's a good track, and I think it highlighted 3 different circumstances, 3 different stories, and that always shows a great lyricist and, group. I don't know if they came together, wrote that as a group. I don't even know if this is a cover, but hey, look. This is fire. What I just watched and listened is a banger. Anyways, let me know what I got, what I missed. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ boy.